if you've ever entered a trade and price has instantly reversed and stopped you out, you've been liquidity. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what liquidity is and how learning it is going to be essential for your trading. So liquidity typically lies at highs and lows in the market. I taught you guys about market structure last episode, so you should understand highs and lows by now as long as you did your homework. But yeah, so highs and lows. So think about it this way. So at this buy side liquidity here, we're going to have a lot of stop losses and a lot of buy stops. So that's why this high is going to have a lot of liquidity and resting orders. So if you were to take a short position in this scenario here, where are you going to want to place your stop loss? You're going to want to put your stop loss at the swing high. So that means that there's a lot of resting liquidity at this high, lots of money resting at this high. So what is big money going to want to do to enter the market? They're going to want to push price to your stop loss, claiming all of this money that was resting here. So this is what we call buy side liquidity. Liquidity that rests at highs and liquidity that the market makers buy to get to. The same exact thing goes for sell side liquidity. If you're going to take a long position from right here, where are you most likely going to have your stop loss? You're going to have your stop loss at this low, this swing low. So there's a lot of resting money, a lot of resting liquidity at this low. So this means in order for the people with big money to enter the market, they're going to want to push price to zones of liquidity, claiming that liquidity. So the reason liquidity is going to be so important for you guys to understand is because if you understand where liquidity lies, you can wait for price to grab that liquidity before making the real move. So lots of the time, if say this is sell side liquidity here, price is going to take this sell side liquidity and then we're going to have some sort of a move in the opposite direction. Okay, think about liquidity this way. It's like a big magnet. So price is going to want to get pulled towards zones of liquidity. Let's say there's an ice cream truck in a neighborhood and there's a bunch of kids at the end of the street. Where is the ice cream truck most likely to stop? Near the people, near the money, near the kids. Pause. But you get the point. The ice cream truck wants to go to the kids because that's where it's going to make money. And the market wants to go to liquidity because that's where it's going to make money. Simple as that. Okay, so that's super simply put what buy side and sell side liquidity are. So now let's identify some in the charts. So let's start off right here. What do we have here? This is a swing high. This is our buy side liquidity. Keep going, keep going, keep going. We make this swing low. This is our sell side liquidity. Sell side liquidity. If we keep going here, oh, we make that low. That's also sell side liquidity there. Keep going, keep going. We sweep our buy side liquidity. So this is what we call a liquidity sweep. This is super important. So we have liquidity here. It's our buy side liquidity, and you can see price comes up and pushes above it, sweeping that liquidity. So the big market makers took out the resting liquidity that was there. The resting money has been taken. And then what do we start to see? We start to see a reversal. So this is a liquidity sweep. You see price takes that area and then you're going to see a reversal after. See, it was a small pullback, but you still see that reaction off of that zone of liquidity, right? And then we make a new liquidity zone. This is our sell side liquidity. I guess I should make it sell side liquidity. And then we keep going here. And we form some more buy side liquidity. So I think you guys are kind of getting the point here. There's some buy side liquidity. And then we sweep our buy side liquidity. Let's see what happens. Keep going up. So it's not like every time you sweep liquidity, you're just going to see a reversal. It's just that in zones of strong liquidity, there's a good chance that you see a slight pullback, a slight reversal, because those resting orders have been taken. And then that's when the price is going to want to reverse. So that's why you need to understand liquidity. Then we're going to go over super strong draws of liquidity. So there's different types of liquidity that are going to be stronger than others. Okay, so now we're going to go over some major liquidity zones. So I just taught you guys a little bit about liquidity sweeps. I'm going to quickly go over that once more just so that you guys have it down. So a liquidity sweep is where price pushes above or below a zone of liquidity. So as you can see right here, we have a swing high, and then price comes above this swing high and then makes bearish market structure. So this is a liquidity sweep. We took out the resting orders that were at this swing high. And of course, the same thing can be said for a swing low. So let's say that this is our sell side liquidity down here. you can see price came down below this swing low, below this swing low, below this sell side liquidity, took out the resting orders, and then reversed upwards like that. So now that you guys very simply understand liquidity sweeps, I'm going to teach you about one of the strongest zones of liquidity, and it's going to be equal highs. When you have highs that are perfectly equal in the market, such as this is going to be a super strong draw on liquidity. This is our equal high, or just EQH, equal high. So this is going to be a super strong draw on liquidity, a super great draw. I love equal highs. So price is going to want to come up, sweep this high, and then continue lower. And the exact same thing just reversed is going to be equal lows. And obviously that's when you have perfectly equal lows, just like this. And obviously the same thing's going to want to happen. Price is going to seek out liquidity. Price is going to move towards these equal lows, sweep them, and then continue in the opposite direction. So another really strong draw on liquidity is going to be session highs and lows. So you're going to have there's day trading sessions. So you're going to have New York session, Asia session, London session, and it's because different places around the world are trading at different times. So I trade New York AM session, and New York AM, or let's say London session, is going to leave a high that hasn't been swept yet. We haven't swept the liquidity at the London high. So session highs and lows are going to be super strong draws on liquidity. So this is our London high. There's actually an indicator that you can use that will mark this out for you. I use the indicator called ICT kill zones and pivots. So it's going to mark out all of your session highs and your session lows so that you can understand where liquidity is instead of having to go in manually and mark these out. But basically, this is going to be a super strong draw on liquidity. We're going to want to sweep this and then maybe see a reversal. Another super strong draw would just be Asia highs and lows. So let's say this is the Asia high. Or London high, Asia low, London low. Yeah, there's going to be session highs and lows that are going to be super strong draws on liquidity. Those are going to be almost as good as equal highs. And then, yeah. Now, something I think I should mention to you guys is that we're not just going to take trades off of liquidity sweeps. This is just one small part of the puzzle towards taking trades. So it's not like I'm going to see us sweep this buy side liquidity and I'm instantly going to take a short position. But if I can pair this liquidity sweep with other confluences in order to give myself confidence in this trade, maybe this is a trade I would be willing to take. Just know, we're not seeing liquidity sweeps and taking shorts and taking longs. It's much more to it than that. Don't go into your charts and instantly start looking for trades off of liquidity sweeps. There's much more to it. Now, if you guys have any questions about liquidity or just day trading in general, you can join my Discord, link in the bio of this video. Also, if you guys are looking to get funded for the first time, you can use code TBX with Alpha Futures for a 40% discount on all accounts. The link is also in the bio of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.